Welcome in. Good afternoon. It's the Ticket Punchers here on 96.1 FM, 1450 AM, Big X Sports Radio. I'm your host, Roman Kelly, joined today by my two co-hosts, Curtis and JR, as we take you down till 6 o'clock, covering all things sports betting here in the Kentuckiana region. Curtis, JR, it's Thursday Night Football. We've got a lot of official punches we're going to be getting out there for everybody. And I'm excited to be getting into it today. But first, we're going to ask, how are you all doing on this fine Thursday? How are you guys faring in this cold weather out there? Curtis, we'll start with you today. Looks like JR maybe getting in back from work, getting in on the stream still. Curtis, how are you today, sir?
Doing good, man. Joined today. Ready to dive into this slate.
Yeah, got a lot to look into, as we'll also have some college basketball on tonight and, of course, some NBA action on tonight. So we're going to be addressing it all. We're going to be looking into it all. Philly, outside of Thursday Night Football, let's get straight into it. I want to ask you, before we kind of get into a little bit of last night's things, is there any game tonight outside of Thursday Night Football that's got your eyes, that you're looking excited to tune into, whether that's college basketball or NBA action?
Yeah, so I'm not in love with the college basketball slate. I don't even know if there's
It's nasty.
Yeah, it's very nasty. So
filthy.
I don't think I'm going to be touching anything in college basketball unless I see something live that I like. There are a few NBA matchups that are kind of intriguing, including your team, the Lakers and Raptors. So yeah, that game, but the Thursday night game is what my eyes will mostly be focused on tonight.
Yeah, there's Thursday Night Football, and there's some connotations behind this game, as both the Lions and the Cowboys kind of need this win to feel safe about their playoff hopes and their playoff chances. I mean, the Lions pretty much won't have a shot if they don't get a win here tonight. There he is. There are our other co-host, J.R. Anderson, joining in now on the show. J.R., how is your Thursday going today, sir? What are you looking forward to tonight? Can't hear you yet. Sounds like something's wanting to work there. Changing noises there. He's got his Cardinal pullover on. Unfortunately, the Cardinals weren't able to get the job done last night, not helping out on the triple punch either. I mean, Jokic, what? He had 8 rebounds, or
he had he didn't get a rebound in the fourth quarter, which was
he didn't get one rebound the entire fourth quarter. I think we've got you now, JR. How are you today, sir?
Good. Just walked in the door, man. Busy day, but ready to get Thursday night going.
I'm excited to get some Thursday night action going. And I've been listening to a lot of different things so far today, reading a lot of different things. Obviously, I watch the Pat McAfee show for the first hour every day. I don't get the second hour in because they're 12 to 2. I go on it too, so I'm pretty much missing that 1 to 2 time. But they bring a lot of different guys on, and they have a lot of different numbers on. And all day they're talking about the run percentage for the run defense for the Cowboys as of late, how everything that the Lions like to do, the Cowboys don't defend well in the short pass game situation, right? They don't defend the short passes in between the numbers very well. Jared Goff, Amon-Ra, the number one connection between quarterback and wide receiver on passes in the short yard situation. The zone runs, they don't really – the Lions love those zone runs with Jahmyr Gibbs, trying to let him kind of have an option, seeing what his blockers do. In the last 3 weeks, the Cowboys being one of the best defensive teams against the runs, those zone runs. Where are you guys kind of at tonight? I'll start with you, Curtis. Just the overall vibe of this game and where you think the outcome kind of lies. Not necessarily the players, but where do you think – what are we going to be seeing tonight?
Yeah, as you stated, Roman, I mean, this game is critical for both teams in terms of their playoff hopes. You think if the Cowboys lose, very little percentage, if any, that they make it into the playoffs. You think they really have to win out, maybe lose one game down the stretch, and then if the Lions go down, they'll be looking at 7-6 and sort of them going on a little losing streak. So it's kind of tough. Lions, they're hard to fade after a loss. I believe they've won and covered 14 straight games after a straight up loss when they're favored at the next game. So And the Cowboys, they've been, on fire. I'd assume the public is very heavy on the Cowboys. So that's where I would lean is the Cowboys side, if just from, how these teams have been playing. But as a betting perspective, I think the Lions is the side to go. Even with, all the injuries, it's kind of tough to lean that way. But I think they're favored for a reason. So I think they do come out on top in a more high scoring game. And Cowboys, they're a better home team than they are, on the road. So
They are. And this is a game that they have on the road in Detroit. And like you just mentioned, before we get JR and what he's got on the storylines, we're going to ask JR about the storylines on this game and what he thinks we're going to be seeing tonight. Like you mentioned, Lions lose to the Packers in the beginning of the season, cover against the Bears right after that, win a few games, lose to the Chiefs, cover against the Buccaneers the very next game, lose to the Vikings the following game after that, cover against the Commanders, lose to the Eagles, cover against the Giants, lose to the Packers, and now the trends suggest that they would go on and cover against these Cowboys tonight based on what they've already done this season. But this has been a rejuvenated Dallas Cowboy team the last 3 weeks. And I want you to kind of speak on that, JR. I'm sure you've got some of the numbers and you've been seeing some. I'm sure you've probably listened to a couple things as well that are suggesting that you can't just look at the Cowboys' whole body of work this season and gain a true accurate prediction on just how this game's going to look tonight. Where are you at tonight with how this game should probably look, but also based on kind of how the storylines are starting to form?
Yeah, I do think it's going to be a high-scoring game. The over is 55.5 right now. I feel like that's kind of 50-50, 6-7 as the kids say these days. But Detroit 8-4 against the spread in their last 12 games. I don't love it, man. It's almost like every other game, like looking at the green and red ratios. Detroit, they are 10-2, 83% in their last 12 games versus a bottom 10 scoring defense. But I don't think that translates very well because the defense has only been full power the last 2 games, and we've seen what they've done. I really love Dallas Cowboys plus 3.5. I'm not going to lie. I think it's going to come down to Javonte in the run game. And if Pickens can continue to be Pickens on a down by down basis and let CD clean up wherever he needs to. So if they can establish the run, I think they'll be all right. And if their defense looks anything like what they've been looking like the last 2 games, I think they're solid.
I like that. Now, when you say that, like how you said, the Cowboys defense has gone back to looking full health in these last 2 weeks. They've also started to actually look like a true defensive line as well when they were kind of allowing crazy rushing yards in the beginning of the season. I'm on the under. It's already gone up. Yeah. I took the under 55.5.
That's what I'm leaning towards.
I think that the Thursday night spot, with the way we've seen the Cowboys kind of defend the run, I don't think this is a game where you see Jahmyr Gibbs necessarily go crazy, like one of those 100-yard rushing performances. Now, Jahmyr Gibbs is a different level of an athlete, fellas, and a type of runner that, let me go look and be sure here, the Cowboys haven't seen all season long. Granted, there's only a couple like him in the league.
Yeah.
They haven't seen a back who can catch and run with this kind of speed.
Yeah, and in addition, at home, he's even a different monster. Playing on home turf, he's one cut and it could be over for you.
They handled Saquon well. They handled Genty well. Those are guys that's their next level is what makes them so great, right? They're not from the line of scrimmage, one of the most explosive players on the planet like Jahmyr Gibbs is. From the moment the ball touches his hands, he's almost like a walking 5 yards. I think that speed on the outside edge tonight, when you maybe don't have an Amon-Ra, I think they go full McCaffrey. He's going to lead the team in targets tonight, potentially. Not he shouldn't, but I think he has more targets than he's gotten in the last few games. I think he eats on the ground to a normal level just because of the number of carries.
Yeah.
If you don't have an Amon-Ra to come in and pretty much guarantee those short passing games where you can't predict where they're going to run or throw because they're so willing to throw the short ball. If they don't have Amon-Ra tonight, I do lean Cowboys. If they do have the Amon-Ra tonight, I kind of lean Lions just in that home spot. We've
Is
seen
he still
Dan
questionable?
Campbell get the job done. He was earlier. I haven't checked.
I believe
in 2
so.
hours.
Yeah. I don't even if he does play, I still don't trust it. I don't know if he practiced all week. Maybe. Go ahead.
Oh,
No,
so I was
and
going to say. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead,
sorry,
Curtis.
Roman. I was saying I don't think he practiced Tuesday, but Dan Campbell was saying, he's not ruling him out, for Thursday's game. So I'm not sure if he practiced Wednesday or not. But yeah.
Yeah. For anybody placing bets, I'd leave him off the ticket. That's all I'm
sure.
gonna say.
For sure. Do
heavy on Jamison Williams.
Yeah, definitely. I like the Jamison Williams props tonight. We worry about Jadeveon Clowney at questionable tonight?
I feel like he's been setting the edge pretty well, but I don't think he is a game breaker that he's been in years past. He's still a stud and he's a piece to a bigger mechanism, but I don't feel he'll be that much of a difference maker.
All right, let's go primetime picks. We're going to do this every primetime game we've got left on the schedule just to kind of start off the rest of our show here. Fellas, not the spread. We're not playing the spread. We're playing who you think wins in every primetime game we've got going forward. Tonight is Thursday Night Football, obviously. Curtis, we'll start with you, then we'll go to JR. I'm not worried about those 3 points or who's giving what. Who do you think gets the job done tonight, Curtis?
Yeah, like I said, my gut feeling says Cowboys, but I'm gonna go Lions.
You're going Lions. I've been back and forth all day, if I'm being honest, fellas. I really do think that this is a spot that the Cowboys can take advantage of the Lions. The Lions like to run the most man defense in the league out there on the edge, on the perimeter, on the wideouts. You've got two number one options at their wide receiver position who actively chew. They eat against man coverage. In Pickens in particular, he's been the best wide receiver against man coverage all season long. Now, the discrepancy on just how much the Lions like to go man and how much success the Cowboys have had against man makes me think there's no way Dan Campbell and that defensive coordinator allow that to be the case, right? You're not going to let Pickens just completely eat you up and go man coverage for 60%, 65% of your snaps tonight, knowing you're going up against the most dangerous duo in the league in CeeDee Lamb and Pickens. So all of these things kind of make me feel like that's going to be that Thursday night. It's going to be the over game planning for each other, and we're going to see a game that's kind of clunky, and I think the under hits. Both teams trying to rely on their backs heavily in this game, and I think they're going to do so. I like Javonte Williams at 60-plus yards rushing, and I like Jahmyr Gibbs at 70-plus yards rushing, but I'm going to have to go Lions. Ultimately, I think with how important this game is for their playoff hopes and what they're trying to go and accomplish, which I don't think they make the playoffs, if I'm being honest. I don't think they end their season in that hope tonight, though, fellas. I'm going Lions. JR, who do you got?
Going with Dactavius. The last 2-3 games, man, they've really impressed me. Yes, they both have been at home, but I think this is going to be a real good primetime spot for Dak himself and that defense and surrounding pieces on offense to go out and prove themselves tonight on the road. And the Lions have looked a little shaky here in the last few games. That they can't get stops when they need to, and Dallas can. And on offense, I haven't seen anybody that can stop Dallas yet. So for right now, I'm leaning towards the Blue Star.
Yeah, Dallas hasn't won or they haven't lost on the road since October, because they went and beat the Commanders. Or I'm sorry, they lost to the Broncos. They lost to the Cardinals at home, but they've won every game since then. These last few games being a much different team in these final three. Obviously, they didn't look good in the beginning of the season on the road, losing to the Bears, losing to the Eagles, losing to the Panthers as well. I can't trust them on the road. I like them more. I like that offense more right now is what's tough. Yeah. I like the Cowboys offense more right now. Honestly, I like the Cowboys defensive line more right now as well.
Yep.
I can't trust them on the road. I don't know what that is. It's something about the NFL teams and how they play such little games. I try not to put so much importance on one little factor that's happening in a season, especially when the sample size is over a month away.
There's no data to track this, but the one thing that I've been tracking with Dak specifically is on the road, specifically when he plays in a dome compared to in the open, like a Chicago or open arena.
You track them?
Well, there's no statistics on it, but he plays 10 times better inside, and that's what I really like. That's what he's used to.
Yeah, that's what he's used to. He doesn't like that wind.
He plays better in the elements. If he's in Philly, we're a little shaky. If we're in Chicago, we're a little shaky. But in a dome, he's Dak. The one thing that's kind of scares me on the over-under is the weather. The fact they don't have to worry about that. They don't have it's a game in the wintertime where they get to go out there and play this at 65 degrees. So
or probably even 75 degrees in there if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine. I really do. I think that it'll be a close game, but ultimately I think that the Lions should be able to get the win with you have a game breaker behind you, behind your quarterback like Jahmyr Gibbs.
70% of the money, Dallas. 59% of bets, Dallas.
It was 84% at noon today. 84% of the money coming in on Dallas.
56% bets is Dallas spread, and then 51% of the money is going towards obviously Lions spread, which is -3.5 plus 100 right now.
I think we see the line shift to -2.5, if I'm being honest, because they're going to try to get people on the Lions. You've seen so much money coming in on the Cowboys. They want to try to break even. This is such a red phone ringing night for me, fellas, if I'm being honest. Yep. I really do. Mm-hmm. I really do feel like there's going to be something weird tonight.
I think the safest play overall is either going to be Dallas plus 3.5. If they're going to give us points at -120, take the points, or you can alt it. I would probably go close to almost 6-7. And then, like you said, everything in my bones tell me go under. It'll be a close one. But then again, the Lions at home has went over 13 out of the last 15 games.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Because they sling it, but also we got to think about some of those early season games. Like 9 of those games, they were blowing people out in the first half, and it wasn't really a game. So they scored 40 themselves. Yeah, 40-20, something like that. But yeah.
All right, fellas, I kind of like that. I like it. We've given our picks out. So Curtis and I on the Lions, JR on the Cowboys. I'm glad we didn't have all three of us on the Lions, because then we know that the Cowboys are going to win. But let's look into the rest of the night. We don't need to go into official punches for last night. We can get on those tomorrow to recap the week, or maybe even on our Monday show that isn't on radio. I do want to look into tonight's bets, fellas, because I've got a couple of official punches. We're going to also get the Thursday night bets in as well. I want to first ask you guys, what are you guys looking into to bet? What are you gambling on tonight?
Go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, we'll keep it in the NFL in that Thursday night football game. And I know you already stated Jahmyr Gibbs. I like his longest rush, over 16.5. I tend to not, it's a high number, but like you said, this guy is very explosive. And I noticed a trend after the Lions loss. I mean, he's hit this in all 4 games after the Lions loss, and I'll tell you his longest rush in all of those. So he's had a 42, 78, 43, and 69 as his longest rush in those 4 games after a loss. Obviously, they lost to Green Bay last week, so I think it's going to be a heavy dose of, the run game with the Lions. So I think although Dallas defense, that front 7 has been playing better, I think he'll break off for one for at least 17 yards. So that'll be one official punch for that game. And then I'm also going to be taking George Pickens for a touchdown at plus 125.
Ooh, I love that. Their touchdown prop.
I like that. Lions DBs are shaky, man.
Oh, it is. And they are also beat up. I mean, they have about 3 to 4 safety / cornerbacks that are out or on IR for this game. So, Pickens, he already has 8 on the season. And Lions, they allowed the second most receiving touchdowns to wide receivers. So I think, if they're not holding them in the end zone, then I think he'll get there tonight. So
I like that. I'm going to go Jake Ferguson, 30-plus receiving yards tonight, fellas. If they're going to continue to try to play that man, they're going to put Ferguson in the slot. I love Dak to go to one of his favorite big targets in the short passing game for sure. If it's not that slant, if it's not the pick and slant, it's the Ferguson curl, right? And I think he's going to be on it tonight. I think that they don't have, like you said, they're banged up. I'll be interested. They're going to have multiple guys coming in, coming out. So I think Ferguson can take advantage of that. I'm also on the Javonte Williams 60-plus rushing yards as an official punch as well. And Gibbs. I like Gibbs to get 70. I don't think, he's in that over 80 range, if I'm being honest. I'd like him to get somewhere in that 35 to 45 range in the first half and somewhere probably a little bit more in the second half as, guys start to get a little bit more tired. Things change. Cowboys defense, if there's no Clowney on the edge, maybe he's able to break one for a little bit longer than expected, like a 16 and up. So I think he gets 2 of those, if I'm being honest tonight, Curtis. I think he has 2 of those 20-plus yarders, how he's had. I mean, he's had a couple of games with like 3. I think he had one game with three separate 20-yard rushes in it. So he's prone to that. Did we see what the Javonte Williams longest rush is, though? Or what his passing is at? Because I like how
his receiving is right at 10 yards for minus 113, which I don't think is a bad beat at all.
Not bad at all. He had a receiving touchdown last week, I believe, on like a 4-yard pass, 5-yard pass. So, they're interesting because they keep guys near Dak. They know Dak's not the kind of guy that wants to be scrambling, running away. They typically design things that either keep Ferguson or Javonte near him in the short passing game. So, I mean, just a look there. But those would be my three officials. I'm not going to make the under an official, but I did take it. I do like it. But I'm going to go Gibbs, Williams, and Ferguson. What do you like, JR?
Changing the cadence this week. Time to get back on track here. We're going Javonte Williams anytime. Minus 140. I put 2 units on it. I think he's due, well overdue. I think this is going to be the game where they try to establish the run even more so with the Lions, shaky run defense, and more so they can't really put a lot in the box because of CD and Pickens and Ferg, and then Javonte out of the backfield. It's too much pressure. So that's my number one. That's my heavy. My double parlay is going to be CD 60 receiving yards and Dallas Cowboys plus 3.5 for plus 130. That's my second or my number one parlay. That's probably the two easiest ones. I have an alt with George Pickens for 60 and Dallas Cowboys straight money line for plus 224. And then I'm taking Cowboys plus 3.5 money line, and all those are official, which I can post those on our internal chats. I have 2 more parlays, but too long to get into. We can get into it on the YouTube segment.
Any other officials in Thursday Night Football, fellas, before we move on to the NBA?
No.
All right. I got a couple things that I like in the NBA. We discussed it a bit at the beginning, Curtis, that there was some interesting looks in tonight because there's a couple of injuries that are making things interesting. One of those being Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Probably out tonight.
That's rest.
Rest, not an injury or anything. He didn't get banged up. I mean, he gets banged up every single time he plays, but no set injury or anything like that. And that obviously gives you some shifty lines when you're looking at the Laker players. I mean, I'm looking at LeBron tonight, obviously, but I think that's going to be the main decision. I don't like LeBron's points that high, if I'm being honest. He hasn't been prone to going over that mark at, 20? Oh, it's gone down. He was at 22.5 earlier. Now seeing him at 21.5 now. I like the rebound and assist marks, if I'm being honest, at 6 rebounds. I'm on LeBron's 6+ rebounds. We'll go ahead and make that an official punch. I believe it's like minus 220 or minus 250 or what I caught it at. I also took the Jake LaRavia 10+ points. When one of LeBron, Reeves, or Luka has had to be out, LaRavia has stepped up this season.
His line is only 8.5 at minus 111, so very solid play.
I took it at 9.5 earlier, and then it saw that it was at plus money, so I grabbed it. The Jake LaRavia 10+ points at plus money. You can parlay that up with the LeBron 6 rebounds at plus 179 on that 2-leg right there. And then my third play, Jeremiah Fears, 15+ points, fellas. He's been on a bit of a tear his last 3 games, covering this in 4 of his last 5, I believe, or maybe it's 3 of his last 4, with 1 game in between there where he didn't get this mark. No, it's 4 of his last 5. Yeah, 4 of his last 5. Jeremiah Fears has met this mark, 15+ points. And he's got that at I got it at minus 164 earlier in the day today. I will be curious to see what it's shifted at now, minus 166. So odds going up on the Fears, 15+ points, as there's obviously no Zion tonight for them. I believe there is also no Herb Jones as well. So, just really Fears and Murphy out on the perimeter. Obviously, Jose Alvarado come in, Jordan Hawkins will come in, but they don't get the same number of minutes. I like Fears in this matchup against the Timberwolves tonight. I don't know, if it's DiVincenzo on them, maybe it takes them a bit to get there, but I don't think they're going to have anybody worth, they're not going to put Ant on Fears asking for foul trouble there. Ant may take the assignment. If he does, now it could be rough. But if Ant's not on Fears tonight, I like Fears to get to 15+. That's going to be my officials. What do you like for us in the NBA tonight, Curtis?
Yeah, give me Lauri Markkanen over 33.5 points and rebounds at minus 108. Hit this only 60% in his last 10 games. But the Nets allow the 4th most points and the 5th most rebounds to power forward. So I think he goes off tonight. And then also Neemias Queta for the Celtics, their center, to get 10 plus rebounds at minus 106. Going against a Wizards team, he already had 12 rebounds in 24 minutes versus them. So I think he gets 10 tonight.
I like those. I like those props.
You like anything, JR?
I really didn't get to do too much research on it. I really didn't love the slate. I love the games on Tuesday of next week is what I was eyeballing. I got too happy last night and start looking at those lines. Boston Wizards blowout, Golden State, Philly. I think that could be interesting. Is Steph playing?
No, he's out.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell earlier.
Yeah,
Steph is out.
I don't like watching them when they don't have everybody playing. Curry and Kuminga. Oh, I know Kuminga came back, but I think Horford's still out. Things like that. But the Lakers game, the city is named after him, LeBronto, as we formerly have known it. So I think LeBron needs a good game tonight. Like he needs a good game tonight. All that pouting and stuff in the corner was not too fun to watch the other night. And then he only chased his 10-point mark. So we'll see. It'll be a good game.
Yeah, he needs a bounce back spot, but it is a very, very good defensive team in the Raptors. This is going to wrap us up, though. Those are our official punches. Let's get the triple punch out, fellas. You got your all's plays ready, JR or Curtis?
I'm going Cowboys plus 3.5.
All right, Curtis, sorry.
You go ahead, Roman, if you have yours.
I'm going to stay in the NBA. I'm going to go Philadelphia money line, Edgecombe, Embiid playing, no Steph, sitting at minus 176. I think that's just only 4.5-point favorites with no Steph. I get that you've got Draymond and you've got Jimmy, but without that shooting power out there and relying on Podziemski to go and create for you outside of Butler, give me the 76ers. Also, the VJ Edgecombe rebounds and assist number dropped down to 7.5 instead of 8.5 tonight. If anybody's interested, we've been hitting on that. He had 12 last game after a couple of games where he didn't get it because one game I think he played just a few minutes, 2 games where he was out, then right back to it, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. So if you want the 7.5 over on VJ Edgecombe, I have taken that as well. But fellas, this is going to wrap us up on the radio. We're going to stay tuned here for a few more minutes on YouTube and on X if you guys are interested in tuning in at _Ticket Punchers. Thank you all so much for listening right here on 96.1 FM, 1450 AM Big X Sports Radio. Fellas, let's go punch those tickets.
Punch those tickets.
So in this day and age, you've got to put up points, and I think Will Stein's going to do that for Kentucky. I love it. I love that they went out and they're taking the chance on this guy. Somebody was going
My
to.
name is Carrie Schultz, CEO for the Rutherford County Area Habitat for Humanity.
All right, fellas. Anything quickly we want to get out and discuss? I do have to jump. Obviously, you guys are welcome to stay live. I've got to get out here in just a few minutes. But I wanted to ask you guys if there's anything we wanted to discuss, get more opinions on, because we didn't really talk much on the other NBA games.
Yeah, let's see.
I'll go back to Thursday Night Football. Jahmyr Gibbs has exceeded 1 first-half touchdown in 6 of the last 7 games.
Why do I feel like that's money?
Plus 120.
Oh, okay.
I like him for 2+.
Yeah. Every time
when he scores 2.
No, literally.
I think he scores in the first half for sure. I like it. Plus 120, 86 percentile. Yeah,
I do love it. I feel like when he scores, usually, really, honestly, first touchdown or first, how you can do a first team touchdown, like first player for the Lions.
Right. Yep.
Probably a little bit more juice too.
Yeah, I know Jameson scored in the last 5 or 6 or 4 or 5. He's only missed 1. I didn't get home in time to build our little MGM slides, but that was one of the most bet today as well. Let's see. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah, there should be a lot of little tickets you can build today in cash.
Oh yeah.
I wish, or maybe he's still in St. Brown, but that would He won't be 100%, but like if he was,
Yeah.
that would make it way more interesting.
If he plays, I feel like he'll be in like a, unless he's getting out there and he's cutting. But I mean, with Dallas knowing, that his ankle's a little timid, they're gonna press him and jam him at the line. So they're gonna make him use his lateral movement way more than just letting them speed. That's why I like the advantage on Dallas, because I don't trust Detroit's defensive backs whatsoever.
Yeah. Oh, not at all.
I think they're about to get torched. Where is this thread that I like? Matthew Stafford. Ain't it crazy that Matt Stafford has been the quarterback for Calvin Johnson, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams? Hey, if you was building a fantasy, like all-time fantasy squad with a QB and backs and receivers, oh man, dude, got Megatron, Route God himself, Puka, Swiss Knife, and Cooper before the injury. Yikes!
Yeah,
that'd be tough. But yeah, I saw a graphic. I was like, that's interesting. Yeah, man. I'll also add, if Dak cooks in this game, his MVP percentage will jump significantly, because this will cap off a nice little consecutive 3 games. What you had? Philly. What was it? Philly. I'm drawing a blank. Who'd they play last game?
Chiefs.
Yeah, Philly, Chiefs, and this, man.
Oh, Raiders that Monday night.
Yeah, we're gonna skip that one, but still looked really good. Still looked really good.
Oh yeah.
They just implemented new Madden plays and just lined them up and got the job done. But
I think he's about to get I think he's front runner for comeback player of the year as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, who else would be?
Yeah,
Daniel Jones, after being practice squad safety under Dayball at the tail end of his career in the Giants. I mean, that's the only one I can think about. I mean,
maybe I don't know how Hutchinson's been doing. I feel like he started off nice, but I mean, he wouldn't be no front runner, but maybe he's one of the top contenders.
Yeah, if there's QBs cooking, they're always going to give it to the offensive player, unless it's like, Myles Garrett and he come back and get 10 plus sacks or something, something like that. But no, I would say he should be front runner. I don't know. Is that under NFL futures? Yeah,
futures, and then I think awards, right?
What you looking at over there, Roman? You look like you contemplating.
I'm about to place this 5 leg.
Oh gosh.
Cowboys plus 3.5. Javonte Williams 60 plus yards.
Just rushing.
Covered that in 2 straight games before his last game, in which he had 59 yards. So I like the 60 there. 76ers, LaRavia, and then Julius Randle at 20 plus.
LaRavia at 10?
Yeah.
Or LaRavia at 8.5?
LaRavia at 10.
Yeah. If it bites you, it'll be LaRavia.
Where are the points going to come from tonight?
Good question. I don't know, man. I haven't been too fond of their offense. Maybe it's the Luka effect. Like, I can't stand the 5 out sitting in the corner. The only one that I've been impressed with that has still been able to get his no matter what is Ayton. I did not expect him to be this solid, especially on the double-double front. But even as an anchor defensively, he's been quite impressive. I was going to take him for 15 tonight for sure. I just think he, like here lately, maybe with Luka off, but this will be a real good opportunity for Bron Reeves and him to connect, especially with Rui, declining, in my opinion. All he wants to do is shoot threes and rebound. He hasn't been very effective, but I guess you need the ball to be. So,
yeah,
he's almost like a poor man's PJ Washington when Luka was still there, just standing in the corner waiting. But when Luka's out, he can go get you 30 some nights, Rui's not playing very well.
So not shooting very well either.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like he's double, second guessing his shots, and he's blowing wide open layups right at the rim. I'm just like, what is going on? You're 6'8", dunk it.
With that being said, though, I mean, something in me tells me, like, I think we keep Ingram under 25.
Ingram been hooping, brother.
He has, but
versus where it started at in LA.
Yeah, this is gonna be a revenge game.
revenge my ass.
At
I
the
feel
crib.
Revenge my ass.
All right. Who gonna guard him?
I like Rui. I like Rui defensively lately.
I could score 10 on Rui. And I'm
Rui
not joking.
battles defensively. You gonna see tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know if it's JJ and his aggressive sentiment, but like they just haven't been responding. Like normally JJ, get pissed off, get a tech or call timeout, and they come out and respond. But ever since Braun been lurking, bro, like the team aura has been not good. But
yeah, I'm thinking it shifts tonight. I think it shifts tonight without Luka. You see more ball movement. You see a little bit more transition play because Luka's not trying to slow shit down.
yeah.
But then again, if we're not hitting shots, none of that's going to matter.
Yeah, I mean, I could see. I mean, LeBron does a really good job at getting others involved. He don't come out looking to take 5 threes in the first quarter and have 22 in the.
He's going to go to he's going to find a couple lobs for Ayton. He's going to
pick and roll,
dime to Reeves.
Mm-hmm. The way we are used to playing, But definitely him, Reeves, and Ayton for sure will be.
I don't like Reeves to score 30 points tonight.
Oh, hell no, not 30. I mean, even though, that's probably like they're probably going to.
28.5.
28.5?
28.5 at plus money.
That's
oh, Lord.
Wild. But it also at the same time, it's hard to fade him, bro. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as you fade him, you go 40. And LeBron here lately is allowing it.
Year, he has went off, but those were without Bron. So I'm actually curious to, yeah.
But like Bron here lately, as long as he gets his 10 to keep his longest 10-point streak alive, like he's gonna feed it, especially if Reeves is cooking. And who's gonna guard Reeves? Quickly, is
RJ?
RJ?
RJ. Well,
Yeah.
it could be quickly.
I haven't looked at the lineup.
Depending on, I don't know what y'all's lineup if Reeves is gonna be at the PG. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like they're running Gabe at the shooting guard. So,
Gabe. Him starting too irritates me. I don't know.
I hate it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, he's a better fit with us, man.
It gives me Miami
take him back.
PTSD.
We'll take him back.
We'll give him to you. Give us Wiggins.
Y'all can have Wiggins, actually.
We tried.
We need Wiggins.
Yeah, they wanted to damn much.
Y'all can have Wiggins.
Pat Riley's still trying to get revenge 60 years later. Yeah, I mean that's all I'm seeing. I cooked up a little first quarter parlay that I really liked. Go do that.
NBA or
NFL. Yeah,
Okay.
NFL. NBA, man, I haven't been too impressed. I haven't been putting out a lot of plays for NBA, just because like it's always like Zach LaVine the other night from that play I built 2 points, 1 for 11, 2 points in almost 40 minutes of play.
Now 2 points was crazy. I did see somebody on his under though against
crazy.
Who was it? Rockets? Yeah,
But
Rockets
still,
team.
like 2 points.
No, 2 is crazy.
2.
And why did he play 19? I feel like he would have played like at least like 25. I know it was a blowout, but 19?
he put up the majority of those shots in the first half is the problem, And the 19 is probably because he was shooting so damn bad and he wasn't playing no defense, which helped lead to the blowout. So, there's nothing worse than you shooting threes and not getting back on defense, and then your man scoring, or they got a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 break, and you jogging because you pouting because your 3-ball didn't go in.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the Sacramento fan, like the super fan, the black guy that was screaming, and then Levine turned to him and called him a B word, and then
they kicked him out.
To his own fan?
Bro, listen.
See, what's it called? Floor seat season holder.
Behind the bench, black dude, like Letterman jacket, like was decked. He was like, play some defense. Y'all playing like some little girl. And he was ripping them, but like he was just trying to motivate them during the timeout. During a timeout, which kind of out of place a little bit. But yeah, security came over and like Levine, like they zoomed in on his mouth and he like straight up called him up. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. But like if you look at the rest of the team's faces, like they was almost like, yeah, he don't play no defense. Yeah. Yeah, you know, he just
Somebody
shoot.
had to get on him.
Yeah. He just shoot the 3 ball. But
Right.
if you haven't seen the clip, go watch it. It's a good clip.
I'm about to go look at it now.
Yeah, because like damn well, Buddy probably pays 60 bands, for season tickets, or at least for that game, he's over five grand for sure to sit behind home bench. But he was ripping them. Oh, my parlay. Listen.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna jump out of here. I just got the show uploaded. Just
All right,
make sure you
brother.
watch the stream.
Adios, amigos.
All right, brother. I'll see you.
Y'all tonight.
Let me see where to go.
Yes.
Yeah, so my one I gave out in the show was Pickens 60, Dallas Cowboys money line, and then I had CeeDee Lamb touchdown, Isaac Tesla 2 receptions, Jahmyr Gibbs 40 yards, CD 60 yards. That's plus 420. I think Lamb is due for a little slant on the goal line.
Bro, I think they both score.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They would have last week against was that last week when Pickens
got
hurdled
2.
the guy?
Oh yeah, yep.
And almost scored. He got down maybe the 3 or 4. Oh my god,
Yep.
bro.
Yeah. And then the other one I gave out was CD 60 yards, Dallas Cowboys plus 3.5, plus 130 on that. And then a solid one, David Montgomery 25 rushing, Jameson Williams 40 yards receiving, Pickens 50, Javonte Williams 50 rushing. That's plus 150. I think that
I like that.
It'll come down to David Montgomery if he can get loose, which I feel like at home he typically does get closer to the 30 mark.
Yeah, I think he'll get more carries. Yeah, he needs to.
Yeah, but those are my 4 that I had.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely trying to build a little parlay because I didn't get to look at everyone's props and whatnot, but
yeah. This is what I got built so far. Pickens 60, Jahmyr Gibbs 25 receiving, Jameson Williams 50, Jake Ferguson 25. That's plus 192.
Okay, I like that too.
We can add to that, or we can build from scratch.
We can add from that. Loki got a weird feeling Tesla scores today.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people take him on like a little 4-leg touchdown. They had CD, they had Pickens, they had Tesla. And then they had, I think, Jameson Williams on one, and then the other one was alted with the other 3 the same, and then Gibbs for the touchdown on the 4th leg. I like it. I mean, I'd sprinkle a little 25. I think it was like plus 4,000, something like that.
Yeah. The only thing that scares me, like, I don't know why he doesn't get more targets. Like
Well,
even
normally-
when Amon-Ra went out last week, he only had 2 targets, and it's like, bro, like this dude, I think could be like an actual stud.
Yeah.
But yeah,
here lately, just because I have the NFL all 22, so I'll watch like when teams get upset, and I'll just try to understand like what the defense was doing to them to affect them, so I can kind of look forward in other defenses. But the last 3 games for them, I'll watch because I have a friend that's in my fantasy that's a real big Lions fan, and just upon reviewing the all 22. Goff, when he has time to throw to his right side, which typically is where St. Brown and the other primary will line up, throwing to his right, he's a lot more accurate. But when he has to throw back across to the left, he does not, like, whoever's on that top side or that left side doesn't get the love that the right side in the middle of the field gets.
Right. Okay.
He struggles with it, but I think it's because of their O-line. I know they had a couple injuries in the game before last where the lineman buckled his knee, and they've been shifting around, and I think the pressure is getting there a lot sooner than what he's used to. Like, he don't have that 3 Mississippi no more. He got like 1.5 Mississippi now.
Yeah, with golf, it's either you're throwing it away or you're getting sacked. Throwing it in the dirt because
And that's why I saw a lot of people tonight taking Gibbs over 5.5 receptions for the same reason. I think it's going to be check down central to get him, a lot more opportunities in the open.
Right.
But, I mean, you started off. We can build whatever.
All right, let's do it. Who did you – or you wanted to build off that or start from scratch?
Let's start from scratch. That way we don't have no Biases.
All right,
We'll
let's.
start with QB.
Yep.
Passing props.
Both should get 200, but we could probably do Dak for a little bit more.
Yeah, Dak is at 276 and Goff is at 250.
Yeah, I think Dak's definitely good for 225 or
225. Dak.
Or I mean, we can do 200 though if you want to water it down.
What's
I think
the
he said
odds?
that in minus 900. He's had that in every game but 2. I think the 2 he had 188 in both. So
Yeah, I mean, I think he gets 225 to 250 for sure.
yeah, I think he honestly might go over
Yeah.
his regular. I mean, especially with this Lions,
Yeah.
that's secondary right now. So we can do 225 to be safe, or whatever you want to. What are you thinking?
Passing. Dak Prescott. No. Passing, all passing TDs. Well, okay, here we go. 225 minus 420. When's it like in the last 5 games? Has he been under 250?
I'll tell you. Yes.
I doubt it. Passing yards 320, 354, 268, 250 at Denver in October. Yeah, so
that was one of the only ones where that game and the first game versus Philly is the only games he went under 200.
Yeah.
Every other game he's only went under 250 one other time than those 188. He had 237.
Yeah, so on the road, Las Vegas 268, 188, 260, 230, 250, 188, 133. Yeah, I like 225 safe. If it was me, risky, I would do 250. But yeah,
I'm fine with that.
These last 2 games, they're inside. I think he's gonna air it out for sure. 225 or 250?
We'll do 225.
225. All right. Goff.
Let's see. I want to be a little bit safer with Goff just because of not having that St. Brown, that security.
Yeah, I definitely think he's going to get blitzed tonight. So his 250 is minus 112 right now. His last 5, 256, 280, 250. Yeah,
but I mean
with St. Brown. So let's go without St. Brown. Games without a player, questionable.
I feel like I don't even know when St. Brown has been out the last few years.
No data. Yikes. No data.
That guy he protects his body. If you watch clips of St. Brown, you don't take these hits.
Yeah, he goes down. Gives it up. Yeah, there's no data.
It was just unfortunate that block, but.
What you want to do? 200?
Yeah.
200. All right. And we are moving to passing touchdowns.
I mean, honestly, I like Dak for 2.
Yep. Insight on that. Dak has exceeded 1.5 passing touchdowns in 7 of his last 9, 3 in a row. So minus 174 at 78%. I like that a lot. Easy money there. Passing TDs, Dak 2.
2, 2, 4, 1, 0.
All right. And Jarrett?
Really only feel safe for 1. I know those odds are going to be terrible, though.
Yeah. Minus 1,400. Goff has failed to exceed. Oh, no, that's not right. Ain't no way. That must be rushing touchdown.
2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So he's had 1 in every game at least. He's had
2, 2, 1. He's at home. What's his home ratio? That's where the money is.
5 against the Bears, 2 versus the Browns at home, 1 versus the Buccaneers, 2 versus the Vikings, and 2 versus the Giants, and 2 versus the Packers.
You call it 1.
I'll say 1. I feel like half of those are St. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Either St. Brown or Laporta.
I mean, it really doesn't move the odds. Like we're at plus 109 with Dak, Jarrett, Dak 2 passing. It changes it from plus 109 to plus 116. That's not even worth it.
Yeah,
That's not even worth it. All right.
We can just leave that off for it.
Yeah, we will move to rushing props.
Running, yep.
All right.
Let's start with Gibbs or
Yeah, we can go Sonic.
Okay.
His line is 80.5 for rushing.
80.5 or 88?
Yeah, 81 essentially.
Okay, I'll do the home games. 68 Packers, 219 Giants. Wow, he went 25 versus the Vikings. 136 Bucks. 91 Browns, 94 Bears. So he only had that one little dud versus he only had 9 carries as well versus the Vikings.
My heart's telling me 60.
60. That's exactly a sweet spot.
All right, cool. 60 rushing. All right. Javonte. His line is 79.
Oh wow, is it? Jeez.
Mm-hmm. His 50 is minus 270. His 60 is minus 154.
So
I feel like 50 is going to be a walking layup for him.
50. He's only went under 50 twice this season. He had 41 and 29. So he's had 50 in every other game this season. Besides those 2, I'm fine with 50.
All right, 50. Do you want to touch Montgomery or no?
Let's see. Depending on what's his regular line?
His line is 35.5.
God, see, like
his alts look interesting around 25 yards is minus 275. 30 is minus 182.
Okay. It's tough because it's like the last 3 games he's had 8, 5, and 6 carries. The 3 games before that, it was 15, 11, and 13. So he's obviously losing carries. Is it because he's hurt, or is it because Gibbs is just a stud?
Yeah.
That's kind of scaring me. So the last 3 games, he's had 27, 18, and 32 because obviously the temps. What's his 20 plus?
We're just rushing.
Yep.
Minus 470.
That ain't bad.
In the last 5, how many times has he been under 20?
Yeah, just that one where he had 18. He finished the game right at 21 on 13 carries. I feel like the 20 would be the safest unless you want to do 15.
15 moves us from 313 to 386 plus, or if we do 20, it moves us to from 313 to 436.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm fine with 20.
Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna touch Dallas's backup, even though I saw a lot of people taking Malik for 10. Him for 5 is minus 310, which ain't terrible. I mean, Javonte got to come out the game sometime, but. Who's the back? Is it Turpin?
Turpin. You talking about backup running back?
Yeah, or they just use Turpin on reverse plays.
Which I know sometimes they'll give yards. Carry, but
yeah.
Let's see.
I don't ever see receivers higher on. Yeah.
I think it's that Malik Davis has been getting carries the last couple of games. He's only getting like 3 to 4 carries. So it was Miles Sanders beginning of the year. But yeah, I mean, even Turpin's getting 1 to 2 carries a game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. We can leave the backups off. That's something tells me just stay away. Let's get to the prima donnas. Let's see.
I think every game where CD and Pickens have played together, I think they've both had, I want to say 60 plus in every game they played each.
Yeah, I love both of them for 60 bare minimum.
I think every single game, which is crazy.
Yeah, Pickens 60s minus 310. And
I mean, I'll take Pickens for 70. I don't even.
Yeah,
but yeah, we can stick to the same.
On Junkyard, I'm taking him for 80. I just haven't sent it out yet.
Okay.
Minus 125. I mean, he catches a bomb every freaking game that gives him 40, 50 off the rip, So
yeah, and just imagine like the amount of penalties he draws a game. He draws a good 3 to 4 PIs and holdings each game. So
yeah, I love it. Let's see. So Pickens 60 and Lamb 60, or you want to go higher Pickens? I feel like the attention for whatever, I don't understand it on defense, but I feel like CD's still getting Honcho Uno attention with a double team or a bracket over the top, and they're just leaving Pickens on this damn island over here, and he's like, okay, you better send one, and then they move over there, and then CD he starts cooking because they try to bracket him with a linebacker. I'm like, you can't do that. But yeah, so
we can
Picking 70.
Yeah, I say Pickens 70, and honestly, because Pickens is the guy you want to target more for the yards, I feel like, and CD the receptions. But we can go. We can still do CD for yards as well. Either it don't matter.
Pickens 70, CD 60.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right, cool. We're at plus 813 right now.
Okay. You want to target Fergie or no? Or just leave it?
Yeah, we got to target Cadillac. Where you at? Well, let's do Williams first. Jameson Williams. What's his line? Jay Willie, 81.5.
80 something and a half.
Ooh.
I mean,
I say 60 ball.
I say 62. He's gonna have at least 10 targets in this game.
Minus 290. Something tells me put him at 50, but we
can do 50.
Yeah, something telling me just
yeah.
He's getting all the attention today.
Yeah, he definitely is.
You're gonna get it. All we need is 25 first half, 25 second.
Simple.
What about Gibbs? 25.
I feel like Gibbs on the receiving tip. Let's see.
Yeah, that was what I looked at last night. His 25 line, I feel like he's kind of consistent. He catches a little screen pass and starts dibbling and dabbling, especially if they're behind in a game, they start chucking it to him and he just cuts up. Because when you can't get the run going, they substitute the little Tom Brady, Drew Brees quick outs and stuff to the running back, and it simulates a run play.
Okay. Let's see. Well, what is his line at?
Line Gibby's 38.5. So that's what I said. Like, he's been smashing 40, 45, 60, 70, and like he can clip.
What feels safe to you? 15, 20? He's had, let's see, his last 5. 18, 45, 107, 30, and 3. But, I mean, the receptions are honestly, let's see, 3 receptions, 11, 5, 3, 3, 3. So, I mean, it seems like he's guaranteed for 3. You said his line was at 5.5, his receptions line?
Gibbs receptions
4.5 maybe.
My eyes are not working today. Jake Javante, player total receptions. His line is at 4.5. 4.5. What I said earlier, his trend was 5.5. Everybody was taking him for 5.5. I think because of the run pressure that they think Quinnen Williams and Clark is going to simulate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His 3+ receptions is -800. That's crazy.
They've been having him get the ball out quick. And he's been there.
What you say, 20+? 15, 20?
I say we could do 20.
Okay.
It's not a big difference between 20 and 25. I think he gets 25, but I think 20 is perfect. Ferg.
So with Ferg, his receptions have been pretty consistent as well. I think he's had 3+ in his last 5, except for maybe 1 actually.
You want to go his receptions instead of his yardage?
I'm about to look at his yardage as well. Let's see. So his yards the last 5, 36, 60, 16, 50, and 0 on 1 target. But
20 minus 480, or
that's fine.
25 is minus 295.
Okay. The receptions have been 5, 5, 4, 5, and then that.
So he's getting it. It's just a little underneath BS, probably.
What's his 3+ receptions, or even 4+? I guess. His 3+ is -750, 4+ -275. What did you saying? 20 yards? Is that what you saying?
20, 25, yeah. 20 is minus 480, 25 is minus 295, and then 30 is minus 188.
I'm not mad at that.
But in a game like this, even if Detroit's defense wakes up, I do think the tight end position is going to be wide open.
Mm-hmm.
They always tight ends is gashing them. So you want to do his yards or his receptions?
What do you think?
His 3 is minus 750. I don't love that. His line is 4.5. I would say.
Yeah.
When's the last time he's went under 4 catches?
It was that game against Denver where he had 1 target. But I mean, all year,
October 27th.
He's only had less than 4 receptions twice. He had a 3 reception game and that 0
for the whole season.
Yeah, for the whole season.
We'll take 4.
Obviously, some of those were out Lamb, but yeah, even some of those were with Lambs.
We'll go 3. Let's play it safe. We'll take the minus 750. For anybody listening, you can take 4. I don't know. I feel like CD and Pickens are going to be open, so we'll take 3 for checkdowns. Gibbs receptions.
You said 3+, I believe, in 5 straight, or 4 or 5.
How many times has he been under 4 in the last 5?
Under 4 receptions?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know he landed on 3. I think 3 of those times. Let's see. 3, 11, 5, 3, 3. 3, 11, 5, 3, 3. Yeah.
We'll leave his yardage. 20 receiving yards. Stay away from him. Because 3 is minus 850.
Those odds are crazy. I guess they're factoring in St. Brown not being in that check down.
Yep. What else? Is that it? Tesla 2.
I mean, he definitely should.
The Tesla 2 skis.
2 receptions.
He gets open.
No, he does. It's just. I mean, I can't really factor this in because it's like it's his first game without St. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, he hasn't had a game all year with more than 2 targets. His last 5, like even last game when St. Brown went out, 2 targets, 2 receptions. But before that, 0 receptions, 1 target, 0 receptions, 1 target, 1 reception, 1 target, 0 receptions, 0 targets. But I love the dude. Like, I think he could be a stud. It's just, is Goff gonna try to get him the ball or?
Yeah.
I do like their backup tight end though. Was it Kennedy or Wright? I forget.
Yeah, Kennedy.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay, Wright's on IR. That's right.
Or is it Ryan Flournoy is a Cowboy, right? Yeah, he's a Cowboy.
I mean, Kennedy, his first game last week, 4 receptions, 4 targets, 36 yards. I wonder what his line's at.
Tom Kennedy, he's been hooping or balling too. Minus 400 for 2, minus 136 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
His line is Kennedy is over 2.5 minus 134. I wouldn't be mad at it. Yeah, I feel like Golf is gonna have to spread it around.
What's his 2+? It gotta be
400
minus 350.
Yeah, 350 for Kennedy.
Yeah. Where we at
now? I added Javonte Williams 1 reception. You like that?
You said Javonte Williams?
Yeah, his line is over 1.5, but I feel like Dak is going to have to check it down at least once to him. I was going to put it for 2, but So Dak 225, Golf 200, Dak 2 passing, TDs, Jahmyr Gibbs 60 rushing, Vontae 50 rushing, Montgomery 20 rushing, Pickens 70, Lamb 60, Jameson Williams 50, Gibbs 20 receiving, Ferg 3 catches, Tesla 2 catches, Williams 1 reception, and Tom Kennedy 2 receptions. Plus 2,826.
Oh yeah, we got a Thursday banger, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I like the one. Javonte's had 1+ reception in every game this season.
Yeah, I like it. I feel like he gets 2 in a game like this when Hutchinson gets on Dak's ass, but I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Let's do it.
I got some.
I'll lock that in. It'll also be on our Twitter page as well if y'all want to tell. So
yeah, I'm gonna put a 10% on it and boost it to 3,100. So all right. You got anything else?
That's it for me, brother. I'm gonna go pick the kiddo up.
Yeah, do your duck thizzle.
Appreciate you. Make sure you send that in the chat as well,
brother.
Yep.
I'm gonna send it to you right now. $35 pays 1,000. So that's where we at. Let's pay some rent.
Facts. Pay some rent for let's get some extra Christmas gifts.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But good GGs. Let's punch some tickets.
Punch those tickets. I'll see you, JR, brother.
Yes, sir. Be safe.